This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
As more and more parts of Pennsylvania start to reopen, we talk with a doctor about elective surgeries and making sure your health is taken care of during the pandemic. Welcome everyone, and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Carr with today's information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Governor Tom Wolf is thanking Pennsylvanians, including the National Guard, for helping to reduce the spread of COVID-19. 15 new cases were reported today in Luzerne County and only one each in Schuylkill and Carbon counties. These numbers are from the State Department of Health. As the number of new cases drops, counties are being moved from the red into the yellow and green phases of reopening. Luzerne and Schuylkill will move to the yellow phase this Friday. Another positive change has to do with the return of elective surgeries. Our Lisa Sugar talked with Dr. Thomas G. Donkar, General Surgery at St. Luke's University Health Network at the Miners campus in Coaldale. He explains the restarting process and the safety protocols now in place.
The St. Luke's University Health Network resumed performing elective surgery and certain procedures on Monday, May 11th at our Pennsylvania facilities. Our hospitals are open, they're safe, and they're ready to treat you. The stay-at-home order, which you spoke of, was set into place to hopefully decrease the spread of coronavirus, and luckily in our area it was pretty effective. And our infectious disease experts have now determined that it is safe to proceed with elective surgery and certain diagnostic procedures with, of course, certain safeguards in place. The first and foremost is that all patients will be tested for COVID-19 prior to their procedures to ensure a COVID-19 free environment. In addition, if any patients who have a surgical procedure require that they must stay over in the hospital, they'll be placed on a floor that is free of any known COVID patients. Any nursing staff that's taking care of the patient will only be taking care of those patients, not any COVID-19 patients at the same time. And finally, all staff will wear masks at all times for their protection. We're eager to get started and continue to expand our elective surgeries. And elective surgeries in and of itself is basically surgeries that can be postponed without any danger to the patient. And now that we're able to perform surgeries, on an elective basis when it's a good time for the patient, then now we're able to go ahead and proceed because it's now deemed safe.
And like some examples of what elective surgeries are.
Things like diagnostic colonoscopies for colon cancer screening, things like hernias, which may or may not be symptomatic but bothersome to the patient but didn't provide any serious threat at the time. Lumps and bumps, cysts and lipomas and things of that nature that sometimes may even be deemed somewhat cosmetic, but the patient would like it done. So things that would not put the patient in any danger. Are
patients hesitant to go back because they still fear COVID-19, or are they willing, saying, I've waited long enough, I want to get that surgery done?
The latter. Patients are actually pretty enthusiastic about getting their surgeries scheduled. They are, so I can sense some hesitancy sometimes, but I think a lot of that goes away once we have a good discussion about the precautions we've put in place and, knowing that it's a safe environment and that, we want to keep ourselves safe as healthcare providers, but our first and foremost is the safety of the patient.
If someone is hesitant and they know that they've been planning to have a certain surgery, but they're like, well, maybe not right now, what advice would you have for them? What would you say to them to maybe ease their fears?
I would tell them, again, the hospital as a network in each individual facility has been deemed safe to proceed with elective surgery, and we take every precaution to make sure that we prevent any type of exposure to the healthcare providers or the patients. And that based on our infectious disease experts and the fact that we take precautions before, during, and after the procedures, that I think it would be safe to proceed and that they should go ahead and get their surgery scheduled.
Thank you, Lisa. And the doctor says extra precautions are also being taken in offices. All patients are screened and asked to wear a mask. There is a limited waiting area. Appointments have been spaced out and all staff is wearing masks. The coronavirus has interfered with graduation ceremonies across the country. As a result, Luzerne County Community College in Nanticoke will host a virtual commencement tomorrow at 6 p.m. You can find the link for commencement at luzerne.edu. And MMI Preparatory School in Freeland has a pre-recorded message for its class of 2020. It's being emailed to seniors and shared on the school's Facebook page tomorrow. The message certifies them as graduates of MMI. An in-person graduation ceremony is planned for later this summer.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Mother Nature provided some clear views of the waxing crescent moon last night. Things get stormy soon though. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, a 40% chance of showers after 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 62 degrees. Thursday, there is a 70% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible. Patchy fog before 11 a.m., otherwise cloudy with a high of 72, wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, a 60% chance of showers and a possible thunderstorm, mostly cloudy with a low of 66 degrees. Then a hazardous weather outlook on Friday as some storms may bring strong winds and heavy rainfall. 70% chance of precipitation on Friday with a high of 78. Same chance of showers at night, mostly cloudy, low of 62 degrees. Saturday, a 30% chance of showers before 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 73. Partly cloudy at night, low of 50 degrees. Sunday looks nice, sunny with highs in the mid-60s. And then Sunday night, mostly clear with a low of 43 degrees. There's a new Out of Left Field airing right now on SSPTV. We have features with the Hazleton Area High School softball and baseball teams. Players talk about missing the 2020 season and how they want their teams to be remembered. Plus, the seniors share some of their memories with us on the field. And Los Angeles Angels manager and Hazleton native Joe Madden gives some advice to those local athletes. He also gives his thoughts on the pandemic and reminisces about playing football at the Hazleton High School. Coming up, Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman talks about a special Mother's Day story he wrote after his mother survived COVID-19. And up next, we get to know the interim head of school at Marion Catholic High School in Hometown.
Hello everyone, this is John Eric Pola giving you an update on information in your community. SSPTV will be broadcasting a Mass on Saturday at 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7:30 p.m. The broadcast will also be on Sunday at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6:30 p.m., and it will also be up on the SSPTV YouTube channel. For more community information like this, you can go to the SSPTV News Facebook page. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Tina M. Seppin, age 61 of Hazel Township. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home. Joseph T. Ivanko, age 89 of Hazleton. Services will be private under the Firo Funeral Home. Fanny Della Foost, age 89 of Millsville. A memorial service will be held at a later date. The Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Online condolences can be made at khfuneralhomes.com. Lynn Hughes, age 66 of Whitehaven. Services will be private under the Lehman Family Funeral Home in Whitehaven. Reynold T. Judge, age 82 of Nuremberg. Services will be private under the Harmon Funeral Home in Rock Glen. Online condolences can be made at harmonfuneral.com. Carmela Sharp, age 92 of Hazleton. Donations in memorial of Carmela can be made to the Hazleton Animal Shelter. The Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Online condolences can be made at ConahanFuneralHome.com. And Anna Wojtek of Hazleton, who passed away on May 19th, services will be private under the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.